Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching episode 9 of The Sandman. I feel like on the last episode, not a lot of my questions were answered. One being like, why does Desire want to ruin the dreaming and take down Dream as much as they do? And maybe that's why, is because their desire. I'm not quite sure what the end game is for that and why it's so important. Could just be sibling rivalry, it could be jealousy, it could be a couple different things, but that seems pretty extreme for siblings to do to each other when they're gods, when they have this power. It's a bit much. But also my other question is like, it was essentially about the dream vortex and what is a dream vortex and why was it so important that it's Rose and that she's female? That really seemed to be something that they kept saying in episode 7. It's like, there's a vortex and it's a she. And then like, and what does that mean? So, like, that really wasn't answered, but then Dream couldn't even tell Rose what a dream vortex was. So then I don't feel really bad that I didn't get the answer because he doesn't even know the answer to that question when he's asked. And it's the thing that affects him the most. Him and his world is this vortex. If it goes bad, it's not good. If it goes good, I don't really know what that means either. But we do know that because Rose is a dream vortex, she's able to move through dreams quite easily, just like Dream. Is Dream a vortex? Anyway, so Rose kind of goes through all the dreams of like her housemates, and I'm guessing it's because they're the people that are like the closest to her right then and there. So she is in the dreams that are the nearest to her. We see Hal, who's having a freaking nightmare. No, thank you. Lita, that's having sex with her husband. Good for you, girl. Get it. Get back to that one, too. We see Chantal giving a kind of speech about a book, and she's really excited to be like entered into the Library of Congress, which is like such a cool like dream to have. And that's where Rose sees Dream. And so she kind of goes after him. And I don't know if he followed her there or she's following him, kind of how the whole thing moves. I don't know if he's leading her to clues or she's leading herself to clues. But we see Ken, and he's naked, and he's having that dream that we all absolutely hate. I don't know if it's a dream or if it's a nightmare or if it's what it is, but he can't wake up, and he keeps dreaming that he's naked. I hate that dream. But then we see Barbie, who is kind of with this magical creature, Martin Tenbones, which I think it's really funny that he has the name Martin Tenbones and he looks the way that he does, but it was really cute. It was fantastical. I really liked that. So then we see Zelda, and she's a child, and she's in a graveyard, and Dream tells Rose that the reason why Zelda is a child in a graveyard is because when she was a child, that was the place that she felt most comfortable, which definitely tells us something about Zelda, first of all. But second of all, it kind of jogs Rose's memory that, you know, Jed's favorite place when they were a kid was his childhood home. And we also see Jed at that childhood home with Galt, who is this nightmare giver, but she's trying to do something different. She really wants to keep Jed from his waking life, so she lets him be the Sandman. And well, while one of the dreams ends up with him getting bit by a rat, I don't know if that was all of his dreams, because it seems like he gets to be the hero all the time, and that's fantastic, and I love that for Jed. And it kind of like helps him get through his waking life, which is very abusive and dark, and there's no love. And his mother is the person who he sees that's, you know, helping him through everything. And although it's a disguise that Galt has, you know, I think like Galt, because later we hear Galt saying that she can be different, she can change, but she was doing something different and she can change. And she is a shapeshifter, but in this sense, she was able to shapeshift to try to bring him some joy. And I loved every sequence of Jed as a superhero, except for the rat part. But, you know, just to see that childlike innocence from him after knowing what he's going through in his waking life, that he has this abuse and this fear from Uncle Barnaby and weak Aunt Clarice that's not doing anything to help him. And you could tell like she wants to, but you can also tell she's, you know, terrified of her husband and isn't going to cross him. We did see a moment between Jed and Rose at the end of that dream where, you know, Jed got to hug Rose and recognized Rose and was able to give her kind of clues as to where he was, that he said Barnaby and Clarice and Homeland. And she's able to put those clues together to find the house. But when she finds the house, there's police outside, and Corinthian has been there. Now, Corinthian had gone all the way over to England to see Unity and found out what Rose was doing. And then, of course, he had found the social worker that was trying to check in on Jed, and like, oh, they almost got that note to her, and Uncle Barnaby found it. I was really, really hoping that she would have at least seen the note. But Corinthian made it there first, took her eyes, had him for lunch, and found Barnaby's house. Now, am I upset that Barnaby and Clarice are dead? No. Not one bit. Am I upset that the Corinthian has Jed? Slightly. Only because of the fear that I have of Corinthian. But I also know that Corinthian wants Rose. I don't know why. I don't know what he's going to do with her if he ever had her. Like, can he take her eyes? Is that I don't think destroying or killing the vortex is really what he wants to do. I know he would love to get rid of the dreaming and dream, but I don't think that like killing the vortex is the way to go about that. I think he needs to utilize her for something else. So the fact that he has Jed would bring Rose closer to Jed, because Rose is going to search for Jed, but also she's going to run into Corinthian. I would say, and this is kind of like a, because I loved Death. I loved Hobbs Gadlin. I love me some Goldie. Lucien is a great character. Matthew is growing on me, but I would tell you, out of this entire show, the Corinthian is my favorite character. Who knew? In the beginning, I was just like, yeah, he's very charismatic. He's kind of good looking, but not at the same time. The way he talks is funny. I don't like that he takes people's eyes. He's dark, he's mysterious, he's suave. What a great character. He's amazing because I fear him, but I'm intrigued by him at the same time. He's just like one of those serial killers that are attractive. Which I know the title of this episode is called Collectors. So for the most part, I don't ever know what the episodes are even about when I see the title name, when it says the doll's house. I have no clue what that means. But Collectors, when I saw that, I was like, that's going to be a good episode, and I'm excited for that one. So I am. I'm super excited for this episode. I don't know what to expect or what that means. It could be a happy, happy, joy, joy convention, or it could be dark and mysterious. It could be the mix of a lot of things. It could be nothing at all. I highly doubt it. But I am very intrigued to see how this plays out, because if Corinthian is going to a engagement in which he has to speak about murder, and I had to actually figure this out through the comment section, that they are not serial killers. They might be, but they're true crime enthusiasts. Now, I would argue that true crime enthusiasts like listening to podcasts, and they like reading the books and watching the television shows about it. They don't like killing people. There might be a very small percentage that do, but they're definitely not having a convention with a serial killer as the keynote speaker. So I'm assuming they're all fucking psychopaths. You'd have to be, right? I got that vibe that just those three alone were nuts, thoroughly nuts. Yeah, they're complete psychos, and I'm really looking forward to this episode. That being said, now the last thing we do see before we start the episode is Galt being banished for thousands of years because she had the audacity to tell Dream that she could be something else other than what she was. And Lucien actually says, after the punishment has been given out, well, I wasn't always the librarian. I used to be something else. And Dream essentially says, hey, you know what? You kept everything together while I was away. I appreciate you. Get your ass back to the library. Which I don't know if you would want to, treat Lucien with disrespect like that. I don't know if you would. Oh, and Light is pregnant. Forgot about that one. She got pregnant in a dream. That sounds fucking horrible. You know how many times I've had a dream where I've had a kid? No, thank you. No, thank you. Oh God, no, thank you. Unless you can dream about being on a beach and wake up on said beach, with like margarita in hand, I'm all for it. I sometimes have like a Star Trek type of dream where I'm like in space. I don't know what I'm doing in space, and I don't know why they'd ever pick me to go on a mission, but like I have those dreams. And I'm like, yeah, cool. But not the naked one, not the pregnant one, maybe the fantastical one with Martin 10 Bones I could handle. The graveyards don't bother me. I think they're actually kind of cool. I'm a little bit more like Zelda than I thought, right? Chantel, no. Speaking engagements for me. And then Hal, hell no. Hell no. So, fantastical creatures, space, beach. Those are the ones that can come true. Not a pregnancy dream. No, thank you. Okay, guys, this episode, I don't know if it's going to be a banger, and I don't want to say that it's going to be a banger based off of the title itself. But what I do know is it's not going to be boring. Super stoked. So let's get into it. What's up, girl? How you feeling?
I dreamed I found Jed. He told me who his foster parents are and where they live. But when I got there, they were dead.
You didn't do that. Hopefully she doesn't think she did that. Yeah.
Oh my god. Is it real?
Yeah, that would be my question. It could be a tumor.
I know.
Matthew!
What is happening to us?
Also, someone in the comments told me that Lyta is Wonder Woman's daughter.
Then it's starting.
Vortex?
Rose is weakening the walls between the realms.
You gonna tell the boss?
Oh.
No.
No.
Yeah, good for you, Lucian.
Since Lord Morpheus reminded me that I'm merely a librarian and should concern myself with my books from now on.
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with him?
He's an
Nothing is
asshole.
wrong with him.
He's a dick.
He's always been this way.
A dick? Maybe you should change.
Can I keep you in the loop?
Please do.
You'd better not. In His Majesty's
Aww.
current mood, he could banish us both to the darkness, as he did Galt.
Yeah,
Fine. I'll
that's a
go
good
back to
point.
spying on Rose, but you should make up with him.
I should make up with him.
Yeah, right?
Not when there's a vortex getting people pregnant and runaway nightmares doing God knows what.
It's a good point. Damn it, Matthew. Okay, don't be licking your ice cream that way. Don't be eating your ice cream that way. Good grief.
You want another one?
Oh, poor Jed.
Can I ask you a question?
Shoot.
It's about the sunglasses.
What's your name?
Oh.
You sound like my Uncle Barnaby.
Exactly.
He always comes looking for me.
Not this time.
Yeah, thanks, Corinthian.
Are you ready to meet your sister?
Yeah.
Well, then let's go. Come on.
I hate that I love Corinthian. I hate it. He's so good, even with kids.
Hello?
Hi, I'm calling because I found one of your flyers about a missing boy.
Yes? Tell me the name of the hotel?
Cereal convention. What type of cereal? Like Killers? Captain Crunch? What if somebody accidentally came to this because they thought it was actually cereal? Oh, is it? Is there an offshoot of the convention? They don't all look like serial killers. Night Stalker. Okay. I'm very confused and I love it at the same time.
They do this chocolate fudge whip that's to die for.
The TV version butchered it, but you can find it uncut online.
Oh, hell.
Jeez
I thought this whole
Louise.
issue was dead and buried in the 60s.
That's when Harry killed the lights. I couldn't die.
But language. Oh, that guy. No, not that guy. He likes young kids. Oh, God. Yeah, get him away from that
To
guy.
advise him to steer clear of the convention areas.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's probably not just that guy.
Miss Walker, it's Gilbert.
Gilbert!
He's at a hotel in Georgia. I'm on my way there now.
You're not going alone, I hope.
I hope not either, but not you, Gilbert.
I should rather enjoy the role of amateur knight-errant. I have my sword stick and an ancient but serviceable revolver.
All right.
Oh, okay.
He is. He and his sister are my guests and under my protection.
Yeah, so take that.
Are we good?
Funland.
And home is England? You sound English.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, you said that she wasn't feeling very well. Is everything all right?
I hope so.
I mean, if I were her, I'd never wake up.
This has never happened before, I promise.
What does that mean?
Whoosh, you in here?
Hey.
Whoops. Oh, sorry, boss. I was looking for Lucien.
Loosh. He calls her Loosh.
Why bother you one night?
Mervyn, if the dreaming has been damaged in any way, I will be the one to address it.
Fair enough. Oh my. Maybe you should listen to Lucien.
Have you any idea as to what caused them?
Interesting.
I assumed it was you, sir.
I did not mean to imply that your efforts beyond the library are without value.
Oh.
I merely wished to relieve you of responsibilities with which, had I been here, you would never have been burdened.
Sure, that's what he meant. Neither do you?
Have you any theory as to their origin?
Speaking strictly as a librarian, I do.
Ah.
I'll ask him to see about making you Jed's legal guardian. So no one can take Jed away again. Would that be all right?
Yes, thank you, Unity.
Why do I think we're not going to get a happy ending?
What if they were to live here?
Here?
In London. Rose could write. Jed could go to school. I could adopt them. I'm going to have a life after all.
I hope so.
What if he doesn't like me? Or worse, what
Impossible.
if I don't like him?
Impossible.
You allowed yourself to be happy for nearly a minute there before inventing some new problems for yourself.
I'm just nervous. The only thing I remember about him is he used to love chicken fingers. He's probably completely different now.
Is he eating chicken fingers? Nope, there they are. What are you doing, Jed? Oh no. Oh no.
It seems that the telephone rang in a police station, and a woman's voice says, "Help, I've been raped." The cop says, "Don't you mean raped?" "No," she says, "he used a scythe."
Oh boy.
No civilian names.
Smart.
We don't shit where we eat. The family man who was to have been our guest speaker this year has not been able to make it. But... Gentlemen, ladies, the Corinthian.
So weird. Oh my god. But now I'm wondering who the family man is.
The Make It Pay panel will be at Hall A.
Make it pay panel?
Why? What's different? We've had earthquake damage.
Oh, I want to see the damage.
Tell Lucienne she was right about the source of the tremors. And that I'm taking care of it.
Ugh. Or maybe ask her for help? Maybe she knows more than you?
Hector, look who's here.
Yeah, look who's here.
Is there anything we can do? You belong with the dead. You must go to the place appointed for you.
Jeez. I know he has a point, but he's so cold when he delivers it. Look at the gift that you've been given, though.
Get out of our house, Lyda.
Enough.
Dream.
Please.
Really, like that? You have to do it like that?
Hector!
Jesus. You could have made it a little bit prettier and nicer and kinder on her. Good grief.
The baby is yours. For now.
For now?
What do you mean?
The
Yeah, what do you
was
mean?
Conceived in the dreaming. It is mine.
What?
Are you kidding me?
I will come for it.
You will do nothing.
This dream is over.
Asshole. He's an asshole.
You said that a vortex can create universes or destroy them, so I suggest you leave my universe the fuck alone.
Rose.
This dream is over.
Well, take that, Dream. That's what you get, you asshole.
We're gonna grab Jed and come right back, okay? See you in a few hours.
Dream has no idea, like, what love is, does he? A little bit of compassion. Like, it's just a little sensitivity on his part would be nice.
Is the name biblical? A reference to Paul?
Or to Corinth, the Roman city of vice?
Or are you just into leather?
Maybe all.
All of the above. I'll have to look for it.
Oh, I could send it to you if you want.
Just give me your number.
By the way.
Boogeyman.
I'd love that.
Well, I see you've met the boogeyman.
I have. And that's not the boogeyman.
Oh.
I'll look into it.
I'll be right back.
Oh boy. Either a copycat killer or just a big fan.
There are no kids in the convention area. I would know.
He would.
Imagine how annoyed he'd be if he found out we have bees.
How exciting. I've never been an uncle before.
Oh, he is not gonna know what to say to these people. He doesn't look very Dutch, but I guess the whole outfit works.
It is somehow easier for us because we use our femininity.
Grass Widow, Myth America? Myth America?
I use the same skills as anyone else here. Intelligence, preparedness, and brute force, if necessary.
Oh, Gilbert, you are out of your depth.
I'll take just anybody, a specialized connoisseur.
This information collecting? He's collecting information at least? Oh, religion. Great. The crooner at Hedonai, the Hammer of God.
As fans of yours, we have to ask, could we watch you work?
Oh, of course.
That's not
Or we
creepy
could
at
work
all.
together and share the experience.
Sounds like group sex. It's so weird. Does Gilbert know who that is?
And there are quiet places to take them to when no one will bother you until you're done. And if you can't find any kids to play with you, you can always go on the rides.
Is he talking about Disneyland? Is that why his name's Funland? Oh god, that is twisted.
I used to lock myself in the bathroom with them, then hate myself afterwards and rip the magazine into shreds. And when I finally had sex, it was awful. So I did what I always do. I ripped her to shreds.
Oh my God.
There's something I must tell you.
And I will listen, but first you must let me tell you that you were right.
Oh.
I was wrong.
You also handled it very poorly.
The Corinthian and Fiddler's Green. Where? How do you know?
Fiddler's Green told me.
Is it Gilbert? It is Gilbert!
And it turns out that life as a human contains substance I never even imagined when I was here.
Oh.
A good doctor. She likes to kill her victims by removing their organs, one by one.
Oof.
He can skin, bone, joint, and gut just about any animal in minutes.
Oh boy.
Well, I like the eyes.
Oh God. Oh no, Jed. No, Jed. No. Oh shit.
Buddy!
Sorry.
Are you okay? What's wrong?
They're after me.
Don't
Who's
trust
after
him.
you? You'll be safe in my room, yeah?
Oh God.
He seems to have experienced the worst of humankind.
Still, his
Yeah.
time there appears to have changed him.
How so?
Lucienne, he came to you and told you he was wrong. It was very nearly an apology.
Yeah.
Do you not know? She's a vortex.
Oh. Oh dear. What have I done? He's going to have to kill her.
Does he? Does he have to kill Rose?
Jed?
Rose!
Yeah, get away from that guy.
You can't have him! He's mine, Fred!
Stop!
We will play it.
Let me go!
Yeah, good job, Jed. Oh, they're gonna run into the Corinthian, aren't they?
Now I'm gonna have to hurt you.
Yeah, okay, thank God for the Corinthian.
Don't worry. You're safe with me.
Oh my God, that's the end? God damn it. Oh. Fiddler's Green was Stephen Fry. How did I miss that? Okay, so holy shit. A lot actually happened in that episode. If we work our way backwards, like, I'm still gonna stand that Corinthian is my favorite character in this show. I know it's for his own motivations, but I feel like he's just charismatic and kind. Like, maybe in general. I don't, he's never done anything that's been out of anger. So I don't know if it's just always like just his state is like charismatic. But I feel like he's just so good. He's so good. And immediately thinking about Jed wandering around this place with all these serial killers is just insane. Especially the guy who likes to touch kiddos. I'm glad he's dead. I'm glad Corinthian got him. Which is so weird when I say, oh, thank God the Corinthian was here. Now, I feel bad for Philip. I mean, he's a wannabe serial killer, and he thought he was going to have a good time, and he met his demise, and that's what happens when you're a copycat. That's what happens when you're a liar. But interesting. Very interesting how seriously this group takes people being real killers. Not fake killers. Not wannabes. They gotta be real. Now, I did think it was interesting, and I didn't say it in the last episode, that we didn't get anything with Gilbert in his dreams. And I might have actually said it in the last commentary that we didn't go into Gilbert's dreams. I might have said that. I don't really remember. But I did realize that Gilbert wasn't included in that. And then when Gilbert was in this episode, I was just like, why haven't we gotten that much from Gilbert? And as soon as they said the Fielder's Green had come back, I was like, it's Gilbert. Totally makes sense. That's why when she said, like, you know, or are you from London? And he was just like, yeah. And like him like talking about like you give hope to the hopeless and love to the unlovable and da, da, da. Like with the way he was speaking wasn't that of a writer, it was that of a dreamer. Duh. And I'm glad he came back. I'm glad he came back of his own volition. I mean, granted, he saw Corinthian and he was like, ah! Oh shit, gotta go. And he thought that it was very important to get back to the dreaming to warn Morpheus. And it's interesting that he said that Morpheus had changed since the last time he had saw him being part of the waking world for the time that he did. And here's me thinking, like, Dream, you're a dick and you're an asshole. And the fact that he used to be worse, yikes. Yikes. I am a big fan of Lucian. I think that like she is his right-hand man. If anything, like that is his go-to person that he should always ask for help. She's very knowledgeable. She knows what she's talking about. And she took care of the place for a while. So she knows the layout. She knows the map. She knows what's been going on. Utilize her the way you're supposed to. Don't do it all on your own. But I guess if Dream's used to doing that, then, you know, like he's going to kind of fall back on what he knows. Well, that's not working anymore. And it really didn't help the scene leading up to that was him sending Hector wherever Hector's fate was sending him, whether it's heaven, hell, the beyond, whatever you want to call it. But taking Hector away from Lita, and granted, Lita should not be living in the dream world, and he should not be living in the dream world. Like, it shouldn't be happening. But the way that he went about it was so cold, and there was no compassion there. And like he had compassion when he had helped was it Rachel move on? Like for Joanna, like when he had helped her move on, there's compassion there. There should have been compassion for Hector too. And him saying like I'll be back for your baby. Fuck you will. The fuck you will. I mean, he might. That character might be like insane, like powerful in the next season. Hopefully they have a next season. This is a fantastic show. They are silly if they don't think that this show is worth the money because it is. It might be expensive. I don't know. I'm not writing the check, but I am watching it and enjoying it. Every second of this show I've been enjoying. But like really he's going to come and take Lita's baby? Then what about Unity Kincaid? Shouldn't he be taking Rose? Wherever, I guess her mother had passed away and so her grandmother's dead as well. So I guess not. But like now he's going to kill Rose because she's a vortex. The more the show goes on, the more I don't like Dream. And it's really weird to not like your lead. It's really weird. And the fact that like the side characters, especially Corinthian, I mean, I guess it's because he is who he is and he's true. And there's times where you see Dream be a good man, you see him be a better man, Hobbs Gadlin, Rachel. You know, there's those moments where he has like those more human qualities of compassion and humanity. And then there's other times where he's just cold. He's just cold. You'd think a guy that runs a place that creates dreams would be a little bit more whimsical and happy. No, broody. Broody is what we get. Grumpy, broody Dream. And he always has the little puckered lip, just face. Smile. We need to bring Hobbs Gadlin in for a beer. And just be like, can you sit down and make this man smile? Because he seems to like you. I don't know where that's going to lead, though. I mean, like, what is he going to come take a baby? That's just weird. Is he going to wait until it's adult age and be like, you're mine? Weird. Like, how do you do that? I don't know. He couldn't have let Lita live in the dreaming with Hector and had the child there and know that like that is part of his creation because he has the dreaming just like Goldie. Like if that is part of the dreaming, let those people be in the dreaming. But I guess the dead world and the waking world and the dream world, I guess they can't all combine, but there's a baby that is going to combine all of those. So would the baby be a vortex? It's not dreams, no matter if I don't know. I guess it is dreams because it's made from his power in his realm. I don't know, he's a dick. Now, I really thought that the collector's thing, like, it was thoroughly creepy, especially the way that they like had like everything broken down, like the religion thing, and then the female thing, and then just like the definitely interesting, and I liked it, but I expected it to be worse. I mean, a lot of the conversations they were having, thoroughly creepy. I'd like just as Jed was walking through the lobby, like every way to kill somebody was mentioned. The only thing I don't think I heard was the word flay. I think that was it. Like other than that, like every way you could murder somebody mentioned. But I was kind of expecting it to be like people collecting as they were there, and I'm glad they have the rule that we don't ship or we eat. Except for Philip, apparently. R.I.P. Oh my gosh. So if you want to see the full reaction to this episode, it will be on my Patreon as well as one episode early. Also for the Expanse early episodes over there, as well as full-length episodes. And because it is spooky season, there will be Halloween movies that will be featured early as well as full-length reactions. Some good. I just watched Hereditary, and I still have a hard time processing what I watched. Beautiful movie, amazing movie, gorgeous movie. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. But I liked it. That's how I feel about it. I don't know. I also watched Tucker and Dale versus Evil. That was enjoyable. I had a good time. There will be various other ones that will be available on the channel, so make sure you check those out. So remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below if I've missed anything or there is something that I should know. I really did like that I got a lot of trivia about Lita being Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor's child. That's sad. Because I'm a big Steve Trevor fan. Chris Pine is probably my favorite Chris out of all the Chris's. So I would like to think that him and Wonder Woman actually had a baby. I know that like DC and this are kind of like flirting with lines a little. Like they're not allowed to say things. They're not allowed to do certain things, have certain things in there. But I like that they have the characters and they exist. So there is somewhat canon somewhere. So if in the future they want to, they can. Okay, guys. Oh, this episode was so good. This show has been just like, it's been a surprise. I didn't know what to expect, and I am enjoying it. And the fact that the Corinthian is my favorite character, I don't know what that says about me. Probably that I'm gullible and he'd probably eat my eyes. Okay. All right, guys. I'll see ya. Oh, it's only funny because it's true. A serial killer would totally get me. I've done my best at avoiding charming men thus far. I guess that trend can continue.